start by disconnecting the gear cable. Remove the seat post from the frame. Marking the height that it was previously inserted so you can put it back where it was. Refit the seat post. Make sure it's good and tight in the frame so that it won't slip for the next step. Next, take your strap wrench and remove the collar lock ring from the post. The next thing to do is to pull down the lever at the top of the post that the gear cable pulls on. Depressing this will allow you to remove the top portion of the shaft from the base portion of the post. This can be quite hard, so using an Allen key can sometimes be useful. To clean the post, just use a simple normal degreaser and a clean rag. When reassembling, a high quality grease like TF2 or Parks grease will work really well. The thicker the grease, the slower the return speed will be. There are two brass keys in the stanchion portion of the post. Be sure to remove both of these, cleaning their recesses to ensure that there's no mess or muck trapped beneath them. Inspect the post for any signs of wear or damage before reassembling the post. The next stage is to apply fresh grease to all of the internal portion of the shaft. Pay particular attention to the collet mechanism and the recesses for the brass keys. Apply grease liberally, as it's all going to work its way to where it wants to be in the first, once everything's reassembled and in use. Once enough grease has been applied, reinsert the brass keys. Reassembly is simply reversing the disassembly process. When placing the top portion of the shaft in, it won't be able to drop in because the expanding collet will be too broad. You'll have to depress the lever at the top of the post to contract the collet to allow you to insert the post. Again, using an Allen key can be quite a useful lever for this. Ensure the brass keys go into the correct index and drop it in until you feel it make a solid engagement. Start the threads of the lock ring collar by hand. Tighten using the strap wrench. I'm sure there's a torque number for this, but I usually go by good and tight and no more. Put the dust cap back on, apply fresh grease to the outer part of the lower section that goes inside the frame. Reattaching the cable, in all honesty, is the most difficult part of this entire process. So that's how some really basic tools, albeit plumbing tools, you can serve as a specialized command dropper post. More or less all of them, apart from the very newest, are serviced in pretty much the exact same way. One of the things I like about these posts so much is they are user serviceable, dirt simple, and cable operated. If you like this video, remember to give us a like, hit subscribe down here, and if you really like it, you can always buy one of the t-shirts and help support the page and pay for hosting on the blog. Thanks for watching. Also tea. Still warm as well.